Welcome to the start of the 5th season of Beck's Bench. I'm Samford University President Beck Taylor. Well, we call it Connections Weekend. It's one of Samford's favorite traditions, and it's the perfect way for our newest students to start their Samford journey. And who better to talk about that experience than our 2025 Connections coordinators? They're with me today, and they've just ushered in the Samford class of 2029. Well, welcome to Beck's Bench. It's so awesome to have you. Let's just go around the group real quickly and introduce yourselves, names and hometowns.
Yeah, my name is Rush Lashina. I'm from Trussville, Alabama.
My name is Mary Alice Rowe, and I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
My name is Carmen Davis. I'm from Tampa, Florida.
My name's Eli Wildman. I'm from Washington, D.C.
My name is Jack Stogner, and I'm from Bush, Louisiana.
My name is Jackson Taylor, and I'm from Dothan, Alabama.
My name is Mackenzie Arthur, and I'm from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida.
And my name's Cade Staley. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. So, Cade, exactly what is Connections Weekend, and what are we trying to do for our newest students, our freshmen and our transfer students?
Yeah, so Connections Weekend, I would say, is the first official kickoff for the freshmen when they come to campus. They're going to move all their stuff in. As we know, that's a long process of getting all your things from home to your new dorm. But then we get to have some fun. And so each freshman is put into a group with other freshmen in their class. We also do have groups for transfer students, and they're led by 2 upperclassmen leaders. These leaders will stick with them throughout the weekend, helping them acclimate to campus, get to know other students in their class, other upperclassmen, so they have people to rely on as they're starting off their Samford journey, but also getting to know Samford's campus and all the facilities we have to offer, different programs. You get to see a lot of different parts of campus throughout the weekend. And so really our goal is to kick off the new students' journey at Samford and get them acclimated and meet new friends.
That's awesome. Just really creating that community and welcoming them into that community. That's wonderful. Mackenzie, you could have chosen a lot of ways to spend the last few weeks of your summer. Why did you choose to volunteer to be a Connections leader? And how much planning goes into this weekend?
I would say just kind of like my reasoning behind wanting to serve incoming students, it really does just come all back to just my Connections experience as a freshman. My Connections leaders, they really poured into me and really got to know me just beyond a lot of the normal questions that you may be asked as an incoming student. And so I would say just their intentionality and just getting to know me and just all the fun that I had during my Connections experience. And I would say it takes a good bit of time to plan this weekend. I would say around 6 weeks to plan and prepare everything.
Yeah, awesome. Kate McKenzie talked about just thinking back to her own Connections experience as a motivation for what you all are planning for this weekend. What can you remember about your Connections weekend? What things are you taking from that experience and then trying to kind of pay forward for the newest students that will arrive?
I think that it's important for us to remember how hard that transition can be. To answer your question, I remember being nervous and kind of overwhelmed by just moving into college, but remembering that we can take those feelings into account with how we are constructing the weekend and the way that we plan these events to make it more conducive for freshmen to feel comfortable meeting new friends.
I'm seeing a lot of head nodding here. You all are resonating with what Cade and Mackenzie are saying. So real quickly, all of you, what's one of your favorite events from the weekend?
Has to be Pops with the President
because
thank you. You can't make that view up from up there.
Absolutely. That's our favorite event too. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I love bingo because it's really fun to be able to see everyone and to see your class for the first time.
I would say Friday Night Social.
Friday Night Social is my favorite too. It's just a great way to try food from local vendors, and there's live music and a lot of games, and it's just overall a super fun event.
The Spirit Rally kickoff is just a great way to kick it off. So
That's right.
So fun.
It was loud in the Pete Hanna Center.
Oh yeah, so good.
You can't forget about Your School, Your City is just kind of a way to put a bow on the weekend and kind of jumpstart into the first week of classes. It's a great time.
I love Your School, Your City because not only do our newest students have that experience, but Julie and I love to kind of sit back and watch all the reunions of the upperclassmen as well. That's kind of when our whole community comes back together that weekend. My favorite Connections experience is the freshman walk where students get to ascend the steps of Centennial Walk toward Davis Library, ring their very special class bell, and then we get to worship together. What's it like, Cade, watching the freshman class get to kind of ring in their time at Samford? What kinds of emotions does that bring to you?
It's powerful. I think that it sets the stage of what the Samford experience, what the Samford community is really like, gathering in those first days on the steps of Centennial Walk. But getting to gather with your class and ring that bell, symbolizing your entrance into Samford, is something special that you can look back to during your time at Samford, but then you kind of get to end your time at Samford walking back down the same steps with your class. And so it's definitely a special moment of setting up that stage of community, just really painting the picture of what Samford is really like.
Mackenzie, in your heart of hearts, what are you really hoping that these freshmen and transfer students walk away from this weekend with?
I would say I really hope that Connections Weekend, I really hope that it sets them up well for their time at Samford. Coming into college is just a really big life transition. And so I hope that this weekend can just calm their nerves and that they can be excited about the next 4 years and just all that the Lord has in store.
That's awesome. I'm so grateful for each of you for helping us welcome the class of 2029 to Samford and our transfer students as well. And I know you represent so many other Connections leaders, right? You're just the leadership group, but I think we'll have how many leadership Connections leaders groups will we have this year?
62 groups
62.
and about 170 members on our Connections team.
So these are wonderful students who are really spending the last days of their summer break preparing and getting ready for our freshman class. We're so grateful for all of you. Thanks for making Samford what it is. God bless you all.
Thank you.
And thanks to everyone else for making Connections Weekend a huge success and for welcoming the class of 2029. It's awesome student leaders like these that contribute to making the Samford experience one of the best, if not the best, in the entire country. Well, folks, that's it for this episode of Beck's Bench. I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, God bless you, God bless Samford, and go Bulldogs.